Hello everyone, welcome to the capstone course. I'm glad you made it and so excited that you're here in your last semester at Boise State. It will probably be a busy one, even if this is the only class you're taking. We have a lot of ground to cover, but hopefully we will do it in a way that does not seem overwhelming, and by the end of this course you'll have a great project or paper to show and a great service learning experience where you have volunteered with a group and made that group operate even better. As you may know, there are two instructors for this course. I will be doing a weekly video announcement, but the other co-instructor for the capstone this semester is Vicki Budd, and she's a great instructor to have, as she is the director of curriculum for the MDS and BAS, Bachelor of Applied Sciences programs at here at Boise State. So she is basically the creator of this program. She has been here since the beginning of the Multidisciplinary Studies program, and we have the privilege of having her as a teacher this semester in our course. So we're all looking forward to that, and I know those of you in her section will be very glad that you are in her section. As you know, in this first module, part 1, we've been introducing ourselves. Thank you for the great introductions. It's good to get to know a lot of you, some of you for the first time, a lot of you that I've had in other courses as well. So I appreciate the interaction so far on the discussion boards. Please don't forget, you do have a syllabus quiz that's required by the end of this week to show that you're attending this class. And there's also a couple other quizzes, the self-check quiz and the Netiquette quiz. Those are not worth any course points, but they're just there to help you make sure that you're on the right track, so you can complete those as well before the end of this module. Opening tomorrow is Module 1, Part 2, and we will try to open every module part on the Friday before the official opening date. That way you'll have 2 weekends in which to do the work if you need to work mostly on weekends. We do realize that a lot of you have jobs or other responsibilities during the week, and that the weekends may be a great time to get started and also to finish up on your module assignments. So for that reason, Module 1 Part 2 does open tonight at midnight. What we'll be looking at in this next module section is the heart of our class, service learning. So we'll learn more about what service learning is, how to choose a good service learning agency if you don't have one in mind already. There will be a service learning quiz based on the materials that you've read and gone over that you'll need to take by the end of that module section. And then we'll also be starting to fill out a document called the Service Learning Capstone Assignment Timeline. Sorry about that. The Capstone Assignment Timeline is just a way for me to know what direction you're thinking of going as far as the kind of assignment you'll be doing in conjunction with your service learning. There are 2 choices. So for the capstone assignment, you can choose to create a project for your nonprofit, which would be a standalone project that would take approximately the 15 hours of your service learning time. By the end of that, you will have something tangible that you can show, something hopefully produced from the unique skills or experiences that you have or that you've learned in college, and something that can help the service learning organization you're working with do their job better. So those projects vary widely, and the timeline, the capstone assignment timeline, is a good way to get started thinking about what that project might look like, how many people it could affect in scope, and what kinds of materials and other things you might need to complete that. On the other hand, you can do what we call direct service learning, and you'll learn more about the 2 kinds of service learning in this upcoming module. But direct service learning is where you do the 15 hours of volunteer work with your nonprofit organization, but as well research a topic that concerns the nonprofit you're working with, their mission, the clients they serve, or other aspects of the service learning environment that you feel that you could research and come up with some good findings for your service learning partner to help them refine their methods or to solve a problem that they might have been having or to reach out better to a specific community that they want to reach out to, any topics like that. The research paper option is usually for students who want to go on for their master's work. It's a good way to get practice at a longer paper. It will be about 15 pages in length and have at least 10 academic sources. So at this point, you can be thinking not only about where you want to do your service learning, but what your capstone assignment might look like. That can change and vary over the semester, so don't feel like whatever you decide in this second week is set in stone. This is just a beginning step to help you, give you the resources to help you start thinking about what you will want to do. One thing that you do need to do, however, is to think about which service learning organizations you want to contact to do your hours with. So that's also part of the discussion board we'll talk about. But be thinking about that. You can partner with any organization that is listed in OrgSync, or you have the freedom to choose any nonprofit outside of that as well. So any nonprofit, including civic organizations or even religious organizations, can be a place where you can do your service learning hours. If you do choose an organization that is not listed in OrgSync, you will need to fill out a form called the Student Initiated Service Learning Form. You can find that in the course documents section of our course. And once you get that filled out in a couple modules, maybe the module after this one, there will be a place for you to submit that to confirm that you, in fact, are doing your service learning, but not with an organization that is in OrgSync. If you have chosen an organization in OrgSync to do your service learning with, then there's a way to keep track of your hours and to notate that you're working with that organization in OrgSync itself. If you have questions about any of this, please let your section instructor know. That is either Vicki or I. An easy way to tell who your section instructor is to look at the name of the group that you are in your small group, in your group discussions. If it has my name on it, then you are in my section, and if Vicki's name is on it, then you're in Vicki's. So keep that in mind. As well, in the next module section, Module 1, Part 2, by the end of it, you will take a quiz over service learning information that you've read about in that module. So that's basically what's coming up, a little intro in bird's eye view of what our course involves. And as I said, if you have questions, please let us know. Email is usually the best way to contact either of us, but you can also try calling. And we do have appointments available to meet with you if you'd rather meet face-to-face as well. Once again, welcome to the Capstone class. We're so glad you're here, and I hope you have a great semester. Come to us with any questions, and if we don't hear from you, we will definitely see you online. Thanks.